What? Good morning. How are you this morning? Is it a beautiful morning? It is kind of nice out. It is quite beautiful outside. Too bad it is going to snow next week. Welcome to Ohio. I was telling somebody that, like, you should be used to this. I'm like, I have not lived at home in 10 years. I have not experienced an Ohio winter in 10 years. It seems like it is going on and on and on. Raining in England? Amanda, I'm so sorry. Isn't it always raining in England, though? I mean, that's what we hear over here. It's like always dreary. There's like 1 or 2 day good days. Tell me I'm wrong, because I want to know. Because we're going to come over, so we want to know what's the best season to come. So good morning. I've been very active this morning. I've gotten a bunch of stuff done. The horses are in the barn munching away on their breakfast. And I'm waiting for them to be finished so I can move forward with my day. Yes, always raining in northeast of England. That stinks. I wonder why. I wonder what that piece of climate just brings it like that. Like, well, I guess we always have like the hot summers out in the West, and so I guess that's the thing. But always to be dreary. Always to be dreary. And I'm asking a serious question. Is there because over here, we get this whole end of winter blues where you get what do they call it? I don't remember what they call it, where you get the blues from it being winter and dreary and lack of sunshine. Is that a thing? Good morning, everybody. Is that a thing there? Do they talk about that as lack of sunshine? Are the people grumpier? That's the best way to put it. Are the people in that area grumpier? Good morning. So off we go with our day. I hope you're doing something spectacular today. It's called SAD. Oh, they do call it SAD, don't they? Seasonal something disorders. But it is SAD, right? Seasonal something disorder. Yes, definitely is a thing. Isn't that not a pun? Isn't that sad though? I mean, seriously, that we're so affected by the weather that it just ebbs and flows our attitudes. Absolutely. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Vicky, Amanda, Tracy, Pam, Heidi, Sabrina. Good morning, Heather Johns. Down in a beautiful Florida. Tell me you're fishing today. No vitamin D. I bet they have lots of tanning beds. Okay, collectively, good morning, everybody. So what are we talking about today? July and August are better months to visit England and Ireland. Good to know. Good to know. So we can start planning. We're going to start in Reykjavik over in Iceland, and we're going to drop down Scotland, Ireland, and then down into England. And we don't know where we're going from there. We're taking at least a couple weeks, maybe closer to a month. I'm not sure. It just depends on having, employees and all those things. You're good since you've been in Florida. We missed you up here, though. Okay, moving on. What do we want to talk about today? Meredith! Hey, Meredith. I haven't been doing a whole lot of lives. We have the other side open of the shop. The walls are down. We're just doing some final little things. You sounded like the romper room teacher. I know I need the romper thing. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Heidi. I know. Romper bumper. What do we want to talk about today? Somebody bring something up. Yeah, and it's amazing how much that 650 square foot really opens things up. It really is quite amazing. So we're finishing some detail stuff, putting in the closet, and it really is kind of amazing how opening that just really booms the space. Good morning. Nobody has a topic because we can go down a rabbit hole. We can go down a rabbit hole in a second. Where's my phone? Don't need it. I've decided today I don't need my phone. Remember rompers, stompers, right? Good morning, Ben. Kim, good morning. I know usually I'm because of physical therapy, my hours have been horrible. My hours have been horrible. And I really apologize for that because, in years past I've been super consistent. This year's thrown us some curveballs and this whole physical therapy thing, I'm halfway through. That's what she told me the other day. You're halfway through and I was like super honest with her. The post about the bones, right, Meredith? Is that not hysterical? Right? It's like they don't mean anything, they don't do anything, but they're gonna creep out the normies. Good morning, Nancy. But I told the little physical therapy girl, and because she's like 20, right? Um, and she's like, "This you're halfway through," and she's always happy. And I'm like, "Oh, good." I said, "I'd love to say I'm gonna miss you, but I'm not." Not her particularly, but the therapy. And I said, and I wish I could say that it wasn't going to like smooth out my schedule, but it will. So, just not having to go this morning, I have so much done. It's not even funny. And I'm online, and I'm going to work in a little bit. So, all that good stuff. But yeah, coffee. The dogs are outside, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, there's flowers everywhere. And we're getting set up. So we were at the accountant yesterday. This sounds fun. I'm waiting for somebody to give me a topic for the day because my brain's not there yet. Lights turning on and off by themselves. Ooh, really? We had an experience in the shop the other day. We were doing drumming circle. We just finished drumming circle. We just finished. I spontaneously did a shamanic journey. I was just felt like I needed to, and so we did this shamanic journey, and we just finished, and we were sitting there just chilling. Right, great weather to connect with nature. We were just sitting there chilling, and all of a sudden, upstairs, we heard thump, thump. It sounds like a ghost story, right? Thump. It is thump, thump, and I'm like, what the hell? So it's 3 stories. It's the old JC Penney's building, right? So I'm like, there's nobody upstairs. Well, 12 of us, like the Scooby-Doo gang, ran up the steps and there was nobody there, of course, but it was in the observation room right over where we was. It was the monkey. It wasn't the monkey. It was definitely heavy footfalls. And we were like, interesting. It was just a really interesting experience. What does it mean when someone feels haunted by a loved one who passed? So my first instinct with this, Meredith, is going to be that go get some coffee, Nancy. My first instinct with this is going to be when you feel haunted by someone that you love that's passed, they're of course trying to get messages across, right? I could use those words, but haunted feels very heavy. Okay. So you feel as if someone's there and you're not quite sure what to do about it. It's not for you. Okay. If my first instinct with this, and I'm just going to give you what I get, giant squirrels. No, I'm going to give you my instincts on this, Meredith. Somebody has something that weighs heavy on them, on a heart factor, maybe a guilt factor, and it makes it feel a little bit heavier when someone from the other side is trying to reach out to us and say, hey, I have a message, right? It can feel almost like a haunting because it isn't necessarily their actions, but our heart that takes it a little heavier. Does that make sense? Good morning, Johanna. That's the first instinct that I have from your question. And that's very specific to that question. It's why do they feel as if this person is around? Or is it somebody that they want to hear from or somebody that they don't want to hear from, right? Because there's a sense of guilt there. I feel a sense of guilt there. So they have to let go of that. That's a human thing. From the other side, everything's so beautiful and different. Everything is so beautiful and different. They see everything. They know everything from the other side. They see their life, what they did, and what the interaction created the flow for the person that you're discussing's life, what it changed, what the ripple effect was, right? So possibly they're stepping in saying, hey, let it go. Just let it go because it's not that important. Does that make sense? Do you think that would make sense to them? because I just feel like they're holding something. Exactly what you felt. It was like, what's your perception of haunting? Exactly. What's your perception of haunting? Because if it's someone from the other side trying to get a message across, this happens all the time. All the time, you guys. You're always getting messages from your guides, totems, from the other side. You're always getting messages. We just don't notice them as such because it's trained out of us, right? So when somebody is starting to become aware and they're paying attention and they're like, I think Great Aunt Gertie will follow me around trying to give me a message. Is that a haunting or is that mediumship? So what is what's your perception? Good morning, Nancy. Nancy's like, I don't know some of these people. What's going on? I haven't been on within Nancy's parameters. And I get that because we're in different time zones, right? And I used to be on at 10 o'clock in the morning Central. And now I'm on whatever. Whenever I can do it. But we have a new employee at the shop, and it allows me to just say, Sam and I left the shop yesterday at 4 o'clock, 4:30, 4:15. We never went back. So it was magic. It was wonderful. Okay. So this frees us up. Good morning, Allie Rosebrock. Good morning. You need that gelding. Somebody needs that gelding. Him and I had a fight we didn't have a fight because I have to be very clear with Allie, because this colt is the colt off of a horse that kicked me in the head. So we did not have that kind of fight, but he wanted to be stubborn, and I went, fine. Guess who's not eating dinner? Walked away. I am not going to stand there and argue with him about whether he wants to come through the threshold. No. 5 minutes in, you're done. You're done. Okay. Moving on. Okay. I'm over here every day wondering, was that Lisa? I was there. Was that you the other day? What? What? I'm over here every day. Oh, no. I haven't been to Toledo. I haven't been to Toledo in a while. So I haven't honked. I'll honk 3 times. How's that? I'll have a signal. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We have some questions. Let's see what the questions are. Ooh, okay. What does it mean when you wake up sleeping on my stomach and it feels like I'm being pushed into the mattress? I'm awake and can't yell or move. Then it subsides and I can't get out, and I cannot get out of bed. I'm 73 and this happens several times. They call this sleep paralysis, right? Sleep paralysis. Because psychic medium all day long, right? I love what I do. But my first inclination is always to tell somebody when there is something that could possibly be medical, make sure you've eliminated any kind of medical things first, right? Super important, you guys, to not cross that boundary. The other thing is I want to say, I feel like you're not listening enough in the daytime hours. And this is just specific for you. It's not a whole sleep paralysis reading here. But what I'm saying is, for you specifically, you need to be listening throughout the course of your day, because somebody is trying to give you a message and they're trying to get your attention. All right. I really feel like they're trying to get your attention. And it's strange to me that you're on your stomach when you get held down. That's strange to me, because all the stories you usually hear of this are they're on their back and they just feel like there's, they call it the hag, right? Whatever. But to me, I just feel like there's somebody whispering in your ear. So throughout the course of the day, what I would like you to do today is ask a yes and no validating question for this. Basically, show me angel numbers and be specific which ones you want. I can't tell you which angel numbers to look for, but ask for angel numbers today for validation that someone's trying to get in touch with you, and ask them to subside on that behavior. That's the best I can do there. And I hope it's helpful, because they're like, she's not listening. She doesn't listen. But that happens a lot, right? Okay, Honora says, what does dreams of an ex-husband and then coincidence that come together to make us talk again, only for trigger moments for healing? Does that trigger moments for healing? It sounds about right, doesn't it? If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, all that good stuff, then it's probably a duck. So that's probably the universe coming in and saying, hey, what do you have to resolve so you can move? And not only that, the other thing I have to say here is, what does he have to resolve? because I feel like he has some resolving issues. Boy, I should have put eyeliner on this morning. What does he have to resolve as well to be able to move forward successfully? Because it's not just about moving forward, right? It's about moving forward with grace and ease and love in the heart. Being like, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Wish him well. Let me scroll through. You love the whatever times. I have to tell you, I don't. I need consistency. And it bugs me that I'm not on as often as I am. And Sam's always working. And it's, we're trying to get things straight. And we do know that in talking to our accountant yesterday, we will be able to use the horses for energy healing here at the house. We will be having, like, once a month, we'll be having a session where people can come out to the house and stand with the horses, brush the horses, whatever they want to, in a safe manner. Because we have, like, dead, stupid, not stupid, but very calm horses that you can come up and just love and hug. But that's going to be part of some of the things we do when we're going to have bonfires here and shamanic drumming circles. Let's see, scrolling through. Good morning. If everybody could share one time, that would be absolutely fabulous. Ben, that doesn't get you brownie points. No. You either, Courtney. Good morning, everybody. I'm scrolling. I try. I really do try. Honky. Oh, yeah. Everybody's like, what are you talking about with Meredith? I go by her house and I honk. Because Shannon lives down the road from her. She moved it. She just happened to move in right down the road. And when I'm leaving town, I'm usually like leaving town. I'm on my way out. Thank you, Nancy. She says, if you don't already belong to the My Mystical Life membership, go now. Go now. It's my membership and I want it now. No, to My Mystical Life. Let's see. Oh my God, you moved your office around. I have not had enough coffee to comprehend the switch. I'm looking at the office going, I need to change things. Isn't this stick awesome? I don't know what we're doing with it, but Sam come in toting this huge obsidian sphere yesterday. I mean, it's gorgeous. I think Ben happened to be in the shop when he walked in with it. It is stunning. I didn't get to touch it. He just like cruised right in by. I think it'd be awesome in there, but it's way too heavy. You missed your daughter that passed in January, Lisa. I'm so sorry. I can't. That's something I never even tried to envision. Let's see. I think her camera is flipped. What? My camera flipped? I think her camera is flipped. What? First thing to come on was sleep paralysis. Never had that happen in my stomach. Always on the back. Never heard of that before, right? That's what makes me think it's more to it. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Angelo. Love the butterflies. Thank you. Sam picked out the butterflies. What camera flip? Did my camera do something weird? Good morning, My Mystical Life family, says Katrina, who is now in Pennsylvania. See, I pay attention, you guys. I know what's going on around in the background. I do see what's going on. I just don't always have time to sit down and write, and I am changing that. All those things are changing. Since you've moved, had the most strange dreams. That will happen, right? When we move our location, we get our energy all disrupted. You've had a lot of disruption in your energy anyways, Diana. My brother went to see the Pope's Exorcist last night. Absolutely amazing. Just throwing that out there. That to me is terrifying. Like, I don't watch scary movies. Okay. I don't like Freddy Krueger. I watched one and I had nightmares for like a year. I've never watched Cujo because, oh my God, that's way too easy to happen. Right. And that poltergeisty thing, that Pope's Exorcist thing. No. Grew up Catholic. No. Your daughter sent you butterflies? I'm glad you recognize that. That's beautiful. Had a dream of pool overflowing this morning. My husband says I'm adding water to the pool. Check the hose in a few hours. I checked the hose in a few hours. This morning, my husband says I'm adding, check the hose. Yeah, it's like putting water in a water trough. Make sure you shut that off. Finally back in Pennsylvania. Yay! Thank you, guys. Mr. Bill was sent. I don't know if I can read this yet. Look at that. That was instant, wasn't it? His best friend passed away last week, one of his friends. And it was really hard because he was such an amazing guy. So I'll come back to that, Renee. But then his other friend sent me a care box. They found one of his, when the digital photo frames were a thing, that they downloaded off of the digital photo frame for me onto a memory stick. And then they sent me a bunch of stuff. And I was like, that I missed from the house. Okay, I can do it now. Mr. Bill was sending me some crazy signs because I was not listening. LOL, I asked Mr. Bill to please wait until I have more time, or at least less crazy around here. Of course, Mr. Bill has honored my request. Bill is very polite. Super polite. Thank you, Renee. Let's see. The room seems backwards. What? The door's over here, which doesn't help you at all, probably. The door is always on the left. No, my door is always on the right. Wait, it didn't move. Pretty sure. I have no idea, you guys. I haven't changed anything on the camera because, if I touch something, okay, the fish tank and door are on the opposite sides. Really? Okay. No, I didn't do it. No, I have no idea. Okay. Thank you for the clarification on the healing process. It's just hurtful because of this happening on the 10-year of our only child's death due to drunk driver. I thought it was to make peace between us and offered forgiveness to him for the past, and he gaslight me in a shame and blame game, sadly duckish style. Yes, indeed. That's him needing that healing. That's part of his healing. He's gonna have a hard time. I'm sorry. Okay. Horror movies are like your happy place. Oh, to know for the heart patients, can't watch scary movies either. So let's get a hand. Who watches scary movies? I will pull some cards, I swear to God. Also raised Catholic. You don't watch those movies either. I think I didn't watch the Poltergeist. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever watched the Poltergeist all the way through just because I'm like, no. Who wants to go in the closet anymore? Interesting. You was thinking about Bill. Good morning, Tanya. I have to tell you, Tanya, that Shelly Jorkos was in the shop yesterday. It's nice to be able to have people come in and talk, right? It's great to have people come in and go, do you know that I am taking Tanya Lee's tarot class? And it is absolutely amazing. Like, I've learned so much since I started this class that I read differently. She's like, I was so scared to pick them up before, and they're perfect. I love it. She's so great. That's just for you. I just wanted you to know. Actually started sending the signs around the time of his best friend's passing. Sorry, I'm a really slow typer. It's okay. Alan passed very, very suddenly, and we just knew that Bill was ready to give him a clap on the back as soon as he got there. It's just the thing. Very, very, very sudden. The butterflies are so fitting for me. I'm on my way out to an anthropods workshop for the weekend. How cool. I'm so behind you guys. I'm catching up. The horror gore fam I used to be, but not anymore. Too scary for you. You have coffee now. Yay. Frog's breath coffee mole. Nightmare Before Christmas. Watch movies and read horror films. Oh, gotcha. And read horror book. I just she is so sweet, isn't she, Tanya? She is so sweet. And she's an author. We're gonna have her in for a book signing at the store to be able to talk about her books. I don't have the book with me, but we will put it up on here. Amityville Horror was terrifying. But I will let everybody know what her book is. And she is a My Mystical Life member. So we'll see what we can do there. I'm so happy for you, Tanya. Everybody has wonderful feedback for Tanya's tarot classes. I'm going to have to sign up for the next one, which is, I'm sure you're advanced. I heard I'm going to be doing. Tanya's way of reading the tarot makes more sense. Absolutely. You need to do an evergreen class. You need to do an evergreen class. I swear. Yes, she is perfect for teaching this in a way and comfortable you can understand, even in a hectic life. It's perfect, right? All right, onward. Can I get a whoop whoop this morning and see who's in the room? I am finally caught up. Can we get a whoop whoop so I can see who's in the room? It's coming to that. It won't be the same next year. Yeah. I'm glad we got in. I'm glad we got in when we did. I'm glad Sam took it. It made him much more comfortable with it as well. And whoa, okay. First one out the gate, Heidi. Heidi. Did you see the tarot reading I did the other day, Tanya? It was in order. Let me think. Hold on. It was the death card. Oh crap. It was for autumn. It was it was like 4 cards. And you couldn't even it was the death card, the Empress, no, the death card, the High Priestess, the Devil. Oh, what was that? And then the Fool. I was like, oh, what are you doing? Stop. And they were all reversed, except for the Fool. I was like, oh my God. Stop. Yeah, it was really big. It was really cool. Okay. Heidi. I want to talk about the feeling of cooperation that maybe not working the way you think it should be working. Like something is just not, except for the Fool. All were reversed except for the Fool. It just feels, and this card particularly, Heidi, like something isn't clicking. Like there's just something not clicking quite into space for you, and you're trying to figure out the puzzle. And that's what they're talking about. You're trying to figure out the puzzle with something, and it just, good morning, Barbara, and it just doesn't feel like it's quite clicking yet. Okay, I need you to know that it is with a little thought going to happen your way. It's going to be what you need it to be because you need it. You're going to will it into place. You're going to manifest the hell out of it, and it's going to be perfect for you. But it's also going to take outside influence. It's going to take some outside conversation about it. It's going to take people going, hey, maybe you could do this. Maybe you could add this. You okay? You got it? Okay. Maybe you could add this. Maybe you can add that. How to flesh something out to bring the idea full circle and make it a complete idea for you. It almost feels like something new, like something that you are devising or creating. I don't know what's going on, but it's good. It's good. I know that. It'll work out. Everything works out for you. That's what you guys say. It all works out for you because you look at things a little bit differently. You look at them like puzzles and how to make that work for you because you have an awareness of intricacies. I'm wondering, are you good at, this is so funny. What? This is something I love to do. I have 2 things that I really, really, really like to do. You guys are going to think I'm crazy. Oh, only the best of us are. I like to put together IKEA furniture. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm like, it's an adult puzzle. It's fabulous. And I like to untangle very tiny, thin necklace chains. I don't know why. It is just something like that. But they're talking about you paying attention to the intricacies and the steps to make. They're showing me my favorite things to do. I know it's weird, but they're like the little details. The little details is where everything lies, and they're saying, Heidi, you got this. You got this. But don't be afraid to take outside advice and tweak things due to that. I knew the comments were going to come. Oh my God, IKEA furniture is the worst. IKEA furniture can be a challenge. I love IKEA furniture. Not the furniture itself, because most of we just buy the bookcases generally. But putting it together. What is it? Plotting fingers, right, Heidi? Yes, creating and building. I'm glad. Good, good, good. So onward, onward. So with the absolutely bloody challenging, it is, and I like it. I like a challenge like that. Um, you make Joanna put it together. You should see we have like, I don't know, 8, 10 bookshelves in the shop. And here's me, Sam's like, I'm gonna go to Lowe's. And I'm like, oh good, because he's leaving me with the bookshelves. And I was like, and then he's like, no, we can put these together in like a half an hour. If we do it together, we'll just systematically, do it together. And I'm like, that's not my plan. But we did. Um, can I get a whoop whoop in the room so I can see who's here, see who my guides call next? But yes, so with the other side of the shop being opened up, we will be doing larger events. We have some intuitive fairs that we're going to be scheduling. We will be scheduling some bonfires here at the house along with drumming circles and equine evenings. I think we'll call them equine evenings. We also will be having our Zoom portal set up here shortly so that we can have teachers come from wherever they want to come from and do classes in the shop, and it can all be interactive where you can talk back and forth and have a real classroom experience. That will be there. We'll also be able to broadcast our drumming circles and Reiki shares onto the private membership group as well. So we're gearing up all these things to make it much more interactive. Can't imagine you not waiting for Sam, right? Christina knows. Christy was in yesterday. I felt so bad because Sam was doing construction and he didn't have something going quite his way, and he got pissy with the wall. It was just, I just sit back and I go, whatever, man, whatever. Just go do my own thing over here and smile and be J.A. Smith. Hey, how the hell are you? How are you? Okay. Let's see. Let me scroll through. I understand, Ben. Yes. He says, once I finally return to the working world, I have so many things I need to do. All right. Plotting fingers, plotting fingers. So the October gathering, we already have, Heidi has graciously volunteered to come in and do a group healing session. We have Angela Maynard that is going to be coming in and teaching a numerology class. If you guys don't know Angela Maynard, she was at the last gathering in Savannah. She is the Egyptologist and numerologist, and she is fascinating to have in a group. She's just really amazing. She's also the photographer, you guys, that was standing there like this. She has a professional camera. We were at the Savannah Theater doing an investigation, and the camera was off flashing. Cool, right? So cool. But it was just paranormal investigating, and it's stuff like that happens, right? But she's going to be doing numerology, and then Tanya Lee, I believe it was Tanya Lee, is going to come in and do a mediumship gallery. Is that what we talked about, right, Tanya? I think that's what we talked about. If not, tell me I'm wrong. Just got cherry bomb, and just get cherry bomb in bulk. I tried ordering it last time and it was out, so I'm going to retry again today. So she's talking about cherry bomb incense. You guys don't forget you can order online. I'm getting ready to gear. Wait, where's Sita Ward? Where's Sita? How did I miss Sita? Yes, the wall is down. The wall is down. He doesn't like me talking about his temper tantrum. I miss Sita. Mediumship Gallery. So we are taking up to 7 intuitives from the My Mystical Life family. We're taking 7 from the My Mystical Life family, and then the rest will be local intuitives. So if you are interested in reading in person at the gathering in October, let me know. Where I can't see Sita. I can't see Sita. How do I not see that? Well, I'll make sure we have cherry bomb. There's a bunch of new ones that we're getting to, Tanya, that are amazing smelling. And the monkey fart soap smells really good too. We'll start offering bulk herbs as soon as we get the herbs over there. that we have started to order them already, and some of them are in the Nordic Woods. Is it Nordic Woods? Is it Nordic Woods? Nordic. Oh, she's just lurking. Okay, she's lurking. It's okay. Okay, so let's move here. Let's see. J.A. Smith, I'm supposed to pull you a card and talk about faith. I'm supposed to tell you that you are golden, girl. I hope all things are well with you. I hope you're keeping that positive attitude and energy that you were cultivating and creating. I also need to let you know that you're creating something new in your life that is going to bring you. And I love it when they do this. I actually heard this for your guide go, money, 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 money. I love that, because normally I have the one that comes up and goes money, and then he sinks back into the shadows. But your actual guide is like talking about your money and your income and an increase. So just know that is coming down the pike for you. And I don't need to introduce you to my herbalist friend who also owns a shop in Jersey. Her sister and yes, I would love that, Tanya. I would love that. Absolutely. So I was fighting this. I never fight your guides. Who fights their guides? Who argues with their guides? All the time. I do it all the time. I shouldn't do it, but I do. It never works. I never win, but whatever. Because I heard travel. I heard the word travel. So I don't know if you're going to go into traveling again this year, JA, but they talk about a quest. You're looking for something. It just feels like you're looking for something. I know I love this deck. This is my favorite deck, right, Nancy? It's a good deck. It's a good deck of cards. Good morning, Angel. Are you still here, J.A.? This is one of my favorite decks of cards. It just is an easy deck. And by easy, I mean the energy is soft and loving. So when you pull a card, it just seems to flow. I don't know. So I really feel like you have something coming up. Good morning, Vicky. I wanted to go, my pretties. Yes, Sabrina, we can see your comments. I have a collective feed, so what you don't see is the other 8 feeds that are coming through. The feed goes fast. If you've ever moderated for me and are able to see this particular feed, that's why I drink coffee. I love that thing. Love you too. Hope you're doing well. Hope your winter has been great. Okay. Whoa. Okay, then hold on. Yeah, Sabrina, there's a lot. It's a lot. I try to get to as many people as I can. But we have a lot of talk and conversation and build community as well. So the people that are, if you're not on like the My Mystical Life, let me see where everybody is. We have 25 people on the My Mystical Life Psychic Intuitive Lisa page, 3 on YouTube, which is awesome actually. 1 on Blue Heron Mystic, and 2 on the Mystical Moons shop. So yeah, Facebook likes to filter a lot as well. Good morning, Ava. She is new. Can we give Ava a shout out as a new person? I believe Sabrina is new as well. Awesome. Okay, so I have to say that I have someone from the other side, so I'm going to do a bit of mediumship here, and I want to talk about this person quickly. I'm going to give you a description of them, but I'm not going to say Great Aunt Gertie was 5'5", right? That's not how this goes. This is about a memory. Okay, this is about a memory. So if this memory shakes you a little bit, and I'm sorry, I want to talk about, I don't even know why I said that. This person, the first thing I get is congestion. I get coughing. I don't know if it's congestive heart failure or if it is COPD, something along those lines. See, I just that huge rush of air there. I'm just trying to catch my breath. I'm trying to, God, I'm trying to catch my breath. It's not okay. Thank you. I feel like this possibly, why do I have a problem with between male and female? I'm trying to figure male or female. And if it was a male, it's a very slight male. It's somebody that's lost a lot of weight, that has diminished, because I'm trying to see male to female. And I also get very thin hair. So let me continue on. I also have an ear issue. like ringing in the ear. This person had ringing in the ear. Possibly, I wonder if it was a hearing aid that squealed. I wonder if they had a hearing aid that squealed. I almost have been leaning more towards male at this point. Um, and it's just somebody that had eyes that watered. Their eyes watered when they coughed. This is why I said that if this is your person, I I hope it doesn't shake you too much, because they're talking about a memory that you would have had of them that would have probably been a little bit more traumatic. Good morning, Leslie Williams. It's been a while since I've been online for any significant amount of time. I'm usually on 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time or 8:30. This person shows me in a night in a hospital gown. So they did have some time in the hospital and a lot of, I feel an inhale of medicine into the lungs. Can anybody take 100% of this so far? Just the lungs, man. Really trying to fill those lungs. Okay, continuing. I want to say that this person coughed so much that their back hurt. That they couldn't figure out which to hurt more, the coughing or the ache that they had in the middle of their back from the pain. I think they pulled muscles, rolled a rib, something along those lines. But it was a secondary pain. It was, they weren't as concerned with that as they were with the lack of breath. He wants to talk about spring. He wants to talk about the flowers coming up and how beautiful spring is. Daffodils. He shows me daffodils, specifically daffodils. Have a wonderful day, Meredith. I also want to say I feel like this person could have had it, could have, would have had a surgery if physically able to do so. If the doctors had thought she was well enough that she could have had a surgery to repair something. I don't know if it was a hernia or something along those lines, but there was another thing going on that hurt, but they couldn't do anything about because of the COPD or the lung issue. There's something different in the gut area. It's in the gut area. I know that. And as I'm saying, it's in the gut area. It could have been some sort of, I don't know. It just feels like pain and discomfort and an awareness of it being there. And the impact that this would have had on somebody's life would be very real. They would have some fears about some of the things that this person went through as maybe a almost flashbacks to watching somebody gasp. I'm so sorry. This is just how it's coming across. And I can't sugarcoat this one because they don't want me to. It's almost about the fear of a loss of breath, almost that how do you get past that feeling, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How do you get past that feeling of grief watching somebody struggle so much to bring in a breath, to almost just drown in that I can't make it kind of feeling? I don't know how else to put this other than that there's that palatable fear because each breath is more laborious than the next kind of thing. Um, I don't know that this person passed out when they coughed. I think there was a lot of stuff churning around. There was more of a sound that went with it. Something about one of the eyes, and I wonder if they. I wonder if they blew a blood vessel or something in the eye. The eye hurts too. Okay, who can take 100% of this person, male or female? Male or female? Because it just, if it's a female, she feels very determined and masculine in her energy. If it's a male, he feels very feminine in his energy. So there's like a medium right here. There's a medium right here too, but it feels like there's a medium in the middle, where you can meet in the middle. Your mom and sister both died. I'm waiting for feed to pile through, guys. I think a couple people can take the message. I'm going to bring a message across. It's between Christina and Aaron, I believe. So let me see if I can bring across 2 more pieces of information. And I have canaries. I have singing birds. I have small finch type birds that sing. Like wild canaries, or can either one of you take that? My ear is just like, it just went up an octave. They're like, you human, get out of your meat suit, step over to the other side. Let's talk. But I'm in the swamp and have been photographing these type of warblers. Who can go with this? The rocking. Who can go with the rocking? The rocking motion. Yes. Sometimes this happens, you guys, right? So we're trying to skinny it down. We're trying to skinny it down. Who can go with the rocking motion? Oh, I want to go with the rocking motion, and I almost want to be like holding a baby. I almost want to be like having a memory of holding a baby, of those things, like comfort. Oh my gosh, you guys, they're both of them on rocking chairs. Let's see what else can we bring across. I'm going to bring you this. I remember this happened with Tammy and I with grandmoms. It happens, right? Welcome from Tasmania. Tasmania. Hi, Mel. So I want to talk about this. I want to talk about, I'm going to bring this message across. Both of you could probably take this. Rachel. I can't talk today. Hi, Rachel Kalina. I'm going to bring this across, and I believe you can both take this. And Tanya agrees. It's not a coincidence. Both meant to be here. I want to talk about that little piece. That little piece of you that was lost. At least you felt like it was lost when this person passed. watching a loved one suffer can create a little seed of anxiety. And this person gives me anxiety. They're like, it can create a little seed of anxiety. It can create that little piece of soul loss that has you step away from the situation so you can handle it. Do you consider yourself having dealt with it very strongly? Right? Did you set a piece of yourself off to the side and say, I'll handle this grief in my time? I'll handle that but I need to be strong right here, right now, for not just this person, but for everybody else, because I need to do that. Guess what? The time has come to deal with the anxiety and stress of the situation. Sit down and have a moment of memory. It's so beautiful, actually. To like sit down and have a moment of memory. Take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you need to, and go through the memories of this person, your fondest, most beautiful memories of this person, and say, that's mine. Nobody can take that from me. I love those memories. And that is how I hold that person in my heart. That is the things that I would choose to remember, not the moments in the end. Have a wonderful day, Vicki. That is the first step in that healing process for this. Remember the wonderful times, because that's what this person's saying. They're saying the pain and the anxiety of the lose, of the loss, of the passing is a process. It's just a process. It's also a lesson. We know what we're going to sign up for, right? We know what we sign up for. We know what our moment is going to look like, our finale. Consider it a beautiful finale that left an impact and a lesson on everybody that stayed behind, that you can pick up and go and examine and say, this lesson is what I got from that. Cherish the moment, cherish the memory, cherish the person, cherish the soul. Know you'll see them again. All those beautiful things. This person was really smart. This person was really smart on this side too. Big heart, lovable energy, and always a teacher. Welcome from Scotland, Tracy. Always a teacher. If it was just small things, still teaching. We always have room to grow, and we always have room to expand and accept new information. And that's what they're talking about. Look at this rather than as a loss, as an experience and how you grew from it. But bring those pieces of anxiety back to yourself and be living in the moment. Good morning, Linda. Live in the moment of, I love them immensely, and their passing taught me to cherish XYZ more. But that soul retrieval is really important. That mirror work, that let's bring those pieces of myself back. We let go of things. We let go of things that don't serve us, because that's how we grow. I just got my package from the Mystical Moons just this minute. Citrine cluster. Isn't it a beautiful citrine cluster, Nancy? It is a gorgeous piece. We just uncovered them. They've been hidden in the back since the move. So we will have those out here shortly. What else did I just put out? Celestite. Ooh, the huge celestite pieces that I put down super cheap, because they've been sitting there in our stock. And I'm like, we need to move these along. So they're super affordable. Big, huge. Some of them are like 4 and 5 pounds. Beautiful stuff. I'm glad it got there safely, Nancy. But I hope that is helpful, you guys. It's not for us to remember all the pain. It's for us to remember them up doing whatever they wanted to do, and the moments that created the bond and the love and all those things. All those things. Those are the important things. Right? I hope that's helpful. It's time to let go. You're welcome, Jay. You need fluorite. How do you not have fluorite? Oh my gosh, we have some of the most beautiful snowflake fluorite. So snowflake fluorite it has scosalite in it, and it comes off as snowflakes. It's beautiful stuff. Go Grandma and Grandpa were both teachers, and even though there are so many unanswered questions only she has answers to from the past before then, I knew then that I had to be an example, right? And be the strength. When she passed, you are so right in the soul retrieval part, letting go, letting pieces of ourselves stay with those people along the way. They aren't meant to stay there, allowing them back in, reclaiming them back to yourself. Thank you. When I will start doing shamanic soul retrieval within the shop eventually. Shamanic sessions, Christina, I think you could benefit. Absolutely. It is deep, 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 deep healing. Have a good afternoon, Barbara. Everybody's like, I got to go to work. I can't sit here all day. Need to do video walkthrough with you to find the pieces I need. Right, Diana, we do this, right? So what's our card for the day? Be in charge of moving forward. You are the one that can create the change and bring in your own prosperity. For like the whole checklist of those things you're bringing to the shop, let's do it. It takes about an hour and a half. It's really quite amazing. I wish I could get Allie Rosebrock to come in and do it with me, because her and I work really well together doing shamanic work. And it's a lot of fun. So, and to have two people working on you energetically is mind blowing. All right. Everybody, have a great day. Find light, find love, find joy, feel divine because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he'd say, may the light be with you always. And the horses are really pissed off at me and they'd like to go outside. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Bye now.